I accidentally logged into an old bank account I hadn't touched in over 10 years. I expected to find a few forgotten dollars. Instead, the balance showed $24 million. I thought it had to be a mistake. My hands were shaking as I refreshed the page again and again. Then I called the bank. A few minutes later, the manager confirmed the money was real. But what stunned me even more was the name of the person who had been quietly wiring funds into that account for the last decade. It was my old business partner, the man who pushed me out of the company we built together, paid me $30,000 for my shares, and told everyone in the industry that I had quit. I stood in my kitchen holding the phone, listening to the manager read his name off the wire records, and for a second I genuinely forgot how to breathe. We started that company 12 years ago with 2 laptops and a whiteboard. I wrote the software. He handled the money. When the business finally started winning real contracts, he called a meeting I didn't know was a vote, showed the other 2 investors a version of the books I had never seen, and informed me that my position was being eliminated. I signed away my shares for 30 grand because the lawyer I could afford said fighting him would cost more than I had. He shook my hand at the door and told me not to take it personally. For 10 years, I rebuilt from nothing. I took a salaried job, paid off a small house, and made a point of never checking what the company sold for when it finally sold, because I knew the number would eat me alive. When people from the old days asked what happened, I told them we wanted different things. I found the account by accident, migrating passwords off a dying laptop on a Tuesday night. An old banking login autofilled, one I assumed was long dead. I clicked through expecting an error screen and got a balance instead. $24,316 and $408. I refreshed it 4 times. Then I called the bank's after-hours line, and the next morning a branch manager confirmed all of it. The account was real, the money was real, and it had been opened in my name. I asked where the deposits came from. She said there had been 41 wire transfers over 9 years, all originating from 3 limited liability companies registered in Delaware. She read me the names. I only needed the first one. It was the holding company he had